Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. I have time for one quick match here. We'll see if we can make it in time. This guy's rated a little bit lower than I am, so I am going to go maybe a little bit more aggro in this one. I did say hello and welcome, welcome. We're in Mechabellum. We're trying to put up our combat power. You know how it is. Let's see what we can do. It is the auto battler that was made for me, and I have about 15 minutes, almost 20 minutes, where I can go for it here. Speed Specialist, Arclight Stormcallers, those are pretty cool. I hate Control. We just did a Crawler. Arclight Steel Ball is a really good mix. I like this one. Let's try it. So what did he go for? He went for some tanks. So we should, like, basically counter that. Yeah, so Steel Ball's going behind. They're going to rush forward and do a bunch of mean, nasty stuff. Arclights are going to go forward, which is kind of bad because the enemy snipers can take them out. So we have to pick. Are we going for shooting squads on our marksmen? Or are we going to rush them? I think we go for the fangs. I think we did the other style of play last time. This time I think I would like to do the fang style. So we go for troopers here. We go for some troopers on this side. The tanks, I mean, he might even... I don't even know what his counter play is. I think it's snipers. But I don't know. We'll see. What do you go for? He got 2 marksmen, it looks like, and he's putting crawlers in behind. He bought a turn 1 speed boost because he has the 50 supply specialist. Yeah, so our main fangs got completely countered by their tanks in a way that is actually really embarrassing. And now our AoE is targeting the wrong stuff. But our marksman is pretty cool. He's doing real good work here. Come on, man. You can tank a shot. But now he's going after the tower, which means that we're going to lose to their sniper, getting a pop off. Alright, good on him. I misplayed that. I wanted to go fangs because it seemed fun, but it doesn't make sense into their tanks. Subsidized steel ball, though, that certainly does something for us. I think I go for 2 of them. So we start here, and we start, well... Again, I want their snipers to go for my... I've got, like, a weird, like, miscoordination happening here with my troopers. I do want to make sure that my steel balls go after their tanks, though. That's for sure. And I want to make sure that my guys have a little bit more health. And let's go ahead and unlock the Swarmer, just in case we completely move out of fangs. They did get replicators, I think, technology. That's pretty sick from them. I really like their build. I'm pretty jealous of it. We have to get more arc lights now. The fangs aren't bad. In fact, I wish I had more of them. Yeah, so like, see here, they are absolutely tanking. And if they had some shields, they could really do some more of that in a good way. In a way that I would like. Our boys are able to do some damage here, which is nice. Maybe I just need more fangs in the back line that will slowly walk forward. Hard to say. Missile strike. I'd rather have the... Well, it's every 2 rounds we get a missile. I like that. You put it, like, here. You kill their back line pretty good. Let's make sure that we upgrade these bad boys. We can get electromagnetic or we can get armor. Both are pretty cool. Steel balls could get some healing from lasering. But I think I need arc lights the most, right? So more arc lights. Electromagnetic arc lights feel pretty cool. It does cost 200, but I think what I need to do is get additional recruitment and get another sniper on this flank would be nice, I think. Yeah, and then we can go for damage upgrades. So he's buying the one-time speed boosts over and over and over again, which is pretty interesting. We did get a good hit on them. I mean, I'm pretty happy with how this is going. The extra couple of arc lights really did a lot of work towards zooming this through. And I still have enough front line that if I just had a couple more snipers, I think we would, like, definitively go the distance here. Looks like we're going to regardless, just because if we got some speed on our steel balls. Oh, well, steel balls do a lot of damage because it's like exponentially increases and increases. So we're gonna be fine. Our thing is gonna be over first. We have a lot of fangs as well. So we'll get some good shots on our boys here. But there's no way after this thing gets messed up that he'll be able to survive to the fangs. They are walking in, baby. Pew, 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 pew. All right, upgrading the steel balls seems important. They are like up in the front doing their thing. Wasps. I don't really like any of these, to be honest. But we can summon the wasp. I kind of like summoning the wasp behind the line so that the enemy doesn't get in behind me. Steel balls being able to heal seems pretty cool. I do have like a second round of them that come in, so I think it makes sense. They've got more, they've got a lot of things that they can do. We'll summon the wasps in our own back line. I need more marksmen. I think that the marksman is what I need to do. I said earlier that I was going to go for like a shooting squad build. Let's put our money where our mouth is and like have that be done. I have an extra $100. I don't have an upgrade to buy here. I don't have to do anything there. I don't want to buy a one-time bonus. What has he got? I don't even know all of the things he's been purchasing. Maybe he's just been taking the $50. So he's got stronger attacks on his tanks. That makes a lot of sense, quite frankly. That's a good counter to the steel ball meta that I've been doing. Thankfully, I have a bunch of flyers, so that'll probably do a good job of muddying the water here. I don't know if he's getting good tanks, then... Oh, I lost this one completely. I mean, he did buy $200 worth of shields that he won't be getting back, but some good damage from him, for sure. I'm using that extra $50 per round. Honestly, what would be really strong for me, I think, is storm callers. So if I go here, unlock storm callers, and throw those in, then we've got some pretty nasty firepower going down range. We're gonna make it incendiary, perhaps, or we're gonna make it EMP. EMP is just so strong. Let's do EMP. So this was a big upgrade for us. They did buy shields again. My hope is that storm callers will do enough damage to break us through. They did get the drillers on their on their swarmers as well, which is interesting. It makes me want to get even more EMP. Like, they're going for a lot of tech. We go for a lot of EMP. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be that way, but it certainly is something that I'm interested in. Come on, boys. Break those shields, would you? Yeah, those shields are doing wonders for them. They have to get destroyed, or I'll have the problem that the shields get to stay around for next round, which would be literally the worst. Well, I guess they're pretty tanky. I'll give them that. But yeah, good for them. They are doing they're doing some good stuff. Those last couple rounds, they really you know, flipped the script. Extended range marksman. That makes sense. You got an upgrade. I think what I need though is arc lights. A couple of extra flanking arc lights to just make sure that these additional swarmers aren't getting in. The arc lights can have EMP as well. You get leveled up. We'll try putting a missile here, but I don't think it'll work. But like, I could buy 2 shields as well. Let's see. I wanna know, is shield meta good for me? Right, you shield here. You shield here. Then we go +1. Buying fangs doesn't really make sense for me. But you know what I could do is I could buy shooting squad. That would get me some, like, just fodder, which wouldn't feel so bad. And then we could get... Then what would we get? Another fang? Just in, like, the rear? Like, fangs, I just said weren't that good for me, but they will be good if I buy them shields. And nothing else. Like, just like a fodder thing. So there we go. We tanked a bunch of hits. They tanked a bunch of hits. We bought some freaking shield generators for once. If our shield generator survives, we get to bring it to the next round. It didn't happen. Okay. And incendiaries on Stormcallers is pretty nasty against their horde units, okay? That's the next thing to consider. And then just like going deeper into Stormcallers and just making it happen. Yeah. And see, look at this. There's like the next lines of duders actually got there at the right time to tank. So good on them. They've got some snipers doing some sniping. Looks like they got range on them. Very good. We got missiles coming in. Missiles inbound. I think Stormcallers actually do a decent job of countering marksmen in the future. We need to deal with the whole range thing. I'm sure they got extended range as well. Yeah, they got extended range and bought the range upgrade. Assault Fang or mass-produced Wasp. They did get Mustangs just now to block missiles. I'd rather get the mass-produced Wasp. Let's do a round of upgrades here. Especially on the boys calling in Fang reinforcements. How much is it for you to get Incendiary? 500? I know they just got Mustangs that can do some counter play, but I think it's still very worthwhile. 2 more missiles. Let's force those Mustangs into firing back. I'm okay with that. Let's see. They did get range on their tanks. Good for them. Okay. They got a lot of Mustangs, baby. It's doing pretty good for them, though. I'll give them that. We do have ignited. We have ignited the ground, though, right? So I think it's good if we're defending, actually. It's not good for our steel balls, unfortunately, but they're chilling anyway. Look at the frickin' flame, boys. Now they're on fire. They're being all, like, they lose their attack range because reasons. And the flames are doing flame things. It's pretty good. I might need to get my own Mustangs, unfortunately. I don't want to, but... Or even just range. I don't know. They're gonna beat me, but just slightly. And they've got some good things here, right? They're going for extended range on these bad boys. I keep saying I need to get shields. I think this is the time for it. Alright, everybody takes less damage. So you get upgraded. You get upgraded. You guys get a shield. And then we get a fortress that can spawn them. I'm worried, like, wasps are okay for us, if I'm being honest. Let's call in wasp this turn. Next turn we'll consider, like, doing some more with it. Extended range. And then more marksmen. Because that brings us in more fangs as well, right? So let's do that, and let's get a couple extra over here. I think this makes sense. We're really going heavy on the right side. They did a, what is this, a rhino thing? Okay, cool, good to know. We have resistant damage, and other things are good for us too. Okay, they are running into the flame. Good to know. Good to know. They are, again, resisting a lot of our missile attacks with those Mustangs, but the Mustangs, if you look at the technology, this missile resistance says decreases interception rate with the, like, number of missiles that they've hit. So, like, as they take out missiles, they get less and less effective at taking out missiles. They've got a bunch of marksmen that are doing some good stuff. We just got extended range on our marksmen. So we should be just, like, loving life here, right? Love it. Love it. Next thing to get is just a perpetual stream of duders. Skill specialist? I guess we're doing a skill thing, right? That or upgrading units that are expensive to upgrade. No, I think the skill thing makes sense. Look at all the level ups on our squad, though. Holy. Holy. I think we just, like, focus on leveling up so they can keep leveling up. That's pretty important to me. Even if it means I have to put off buying a fortress for another turn. So this fortress costs 200 to unlock, 400 to buy, and production costs 300. So that's not going to happen this turn. But that's fine. Instead, we'll get more sniper boys. Right? I do have both technologies. Okay, so that's not too crazy then. Okay, missile on these bad boys here. If they don't get a shield, that'll be very helpful. And that's basically it. Is he getting more Mustangs? Okay, he did get a shield. Good for him. And there's the Mustangs protecting themselves from the shooting. The Mustangs... No, that's the sledgehammer. They did get extended range on their Mustangs, so good for them. We have the fortress moving in, doing their thing. We've got a lot of flame going on here. A lot of fire shots. As the Mustangs come forward and get hit, they lose their ability to intercept, in addition to the fact that I'm just barraging them so heavily with, like, saturation that, like, they just can't. Like, I should just get another couple of missile squadrons, quite frankly. But like, look at the remaining units. Like, we might just win. Like, I feel like we have so much left over. Like, this is nothing compared to the number of snipers we have. So I didn't even get to go into my endgame build where I get manufacturing of fangs and then potentially level them up instead. Yo, let's go. All right, had a great time. I hope you enjoyed. We went slightly over, but that's fine. See you next time. Ciao for now.